Hello, Leo, and welcome to your April 2022 reading. We're looking into the sun, moon, and rising signs of the Leo collective. This is a general reading, which means that not everything may resonate with you. Some things may, some things might not. And if it doesn't resonate with you, just take the things that do and leave the rest behind. This is a general reading and is touching on multiple energies. So the energies can be reversed. So cross watchers, if you're watching for Leo, you can assign the roles as you please. And just stick around because there's probably something in this you need to hear. All messages that you hear on YouTube are timeless. It doesn't matter when you're brought to the channels or the readings. There's always something in it for you. If you're wanting to know about the new moon energy in Aries that I just did, it's on the top of the screen. And I always have suggested videos at the end. If it doesn't resonate with you and nothing's resonating with you anywhere on YouTube, you probably need a personal reading. So go ahead and check out the link in the description box down below, and I will get a reading done for you. If you like this reading or you're entertained in some way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell. Just so that you can know when I'm posting something new. I want to thank the people who've already subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the new people that are here, thank you for checking out my channel. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you want to, then please take a second to do so. All right, Leo, we're going to look into 4 categories today. The first one is career. The second one is money. Then we're going to do relationships and love. Now, how are relationships and love different, those 2 categories? Well, in Gemini's case and in I think it was Cancer's case. No, it was just in Gemini's case. It wasn't different. In Gemini's case, it was the relationship they're in. And I think that's because there's no love in the situation. I think that's why it came out that way. Because I was just asking about relationship and I was asking about love in a separate category. And so love was the new relationship that's coming in. So that's what happened with Gemini. And I think it's the only one that did that. But, we won't know yet. It might blur those lines, right? I don't know. But we are doing a little bit different so I can touch on every category that people would like to know about for the month of April. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's career. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your money. 1, 2, 3, 4, that is your relationships, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, that is your love life. Alrighty, let's see what's going on. Oops. Okay, so overall in the month of April, what's the overall big energy that we're working on? Even though it's separated in these 4 different categories, what are we working on? All right, Leo, it looks to me like you're in a last stand of some sort. Or that you're holding your ground or you're standing your ground about something, and you're having to protect your money over it. So you're having to be a bit of a miser with your money, a bit of a miser with your feelings. You're closing off in some sort of aspect. Let me see. And maybe you need to close the door on something. So the Page of Pentacles, it is about money, but pages, when they're in the upright form, it's opportunity. And when it's upside down, it lacks that opportunity. So it's saying there's some sort of non-progress happening. Something's not progressing and there's some procrastination going on. So we have something where you're having to stand your ground pretty firmly, putting your feet, your roots in the ground. I've got to make a stand on this point, and you're having to protect yourself from something, and it's something that maybe you procrastinated about, okay, or something that you felt like that didn't progress, or you're having to be very firm this month. So standing in your power, I guess, is how I would put that as well. We'll pull some cards. I mean, if we don't get more clarity on this throughout the reading, we'll get more cards later. Okay, so let's talk about your career. And Cancer had this same thing. So, and Cancer's reading, and Cancer and Leo are connected in the soulmate cycle, although we're not talking about specifically like twin flame or anything like that. We are talking about here, it's the same energy. It's very interesting. In the career, there is a feeling of being solo or going about it on your own or wanting to do it your way, not, let me see. Okay, so yeah, it's about going it alone, like going in the direction of doing it more solo something that you're doing. Something that, you're either preparing to negotiate, or you're starting to negotiate, or you're starting to complete something, to accomplish something else. There may even be travel in the career aspect as well. That's not going to be for every single person, but if you have a job that travels, that may be you. The Ace of Cups is upside down. So I'm feeling like in your career, there's some misstep in the self-love, or maybe you've been mistreated in that career. And you're trying to follow your intuition to make the best decisions in the, for this course of action of what you're going to do. There's been some repressed emotions. Maybe you've tried to sweep things under the carpet so that you can kind of just get through whatever's happening. That isn't the best course of action. It's causing a problem, because you looking at how you're feeling about that emotionally will help you to move on to the next adventure that you're going to be doing in your career, because you have to have a new perspective. It's going to go in a different direction, and because of that, you have to have a new perspective. You have to see things differently. Like, you can't see yourself as a journeyman, or you can't see yourself as an apprentice. You have to see yourself as the one who, the CEO, like you have to see yourself as the entrepreneur. You have to see yourself as the one who's stepping into your power, so that you can move in this new direction when it goes to career. So that you could be in the same career and just doing a different aspect of your career, or you could actually be going at it alone. So you learned how to do plumbing. Let's take that for instance. Like you learned how to do plumbing, and you've worked as an apprentice for someone for a while, and now you're kind of feeling like, should I still work as an apprentice, or should I actually try to get some gigs on my own? Like, try to do this on my own, right? So that's the question. Well, that is a good question. Let's see if we can answer that for you. Okay, let's use this deck. Make sure I say deck and not a word that it sounds like. My favorite reader, every time he says deck, it sounds like he's saying something else. Like, okay. He's so funny. He's like, why am I your second favorite reader? He always says that. I'm like, you're my favorite reader. Like, you got great intuition, man. Like, I like it. And he explains it all dirty. I kind of like that too. No, I'm just kidding. Just playing. All right, guys, I'm kidding. Not really, but yes, I am. All right, so something happened and you deserved an apology for something, and you may not have gotten it, but the wheel is turning in your favor. So something happened. It was kind of crappy, and it could have been something that you were involved in a contract with, maybe a soul contract with someone, something. But the wheel is turning in your favor, so that's really good. Like, we're talking about good luck, karma, a new cycle beginning, new destiny, and a new turning point in your career. So I have all good cards here, so I don't see anything weird. I see it's all good. So the Knight of Cups is also the other card that came out for you. That's just like following your intuition and following your heart on this one. You're gonna have to do that. It's like sometimes we can't see through all the crap that's going on in the 3D dimensional reality unless we go within and really kind of figure it out on our own. Like, I could tell people all day long, what I see and stuff, but you really gotta feel that on your own, because only you know what's right for you. But this is the cards that came out. I don't know if you can see them over here or not, but they're all good. Very nice. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you're probably going to hear my kids upstairs because they're playing games, and then my husband just got back from a ride, and so he's probably eating. So you're probably going to hear some stuff upstairs. All right, let's move on to Let's move on to your money. So everybody's getting this around money this month. That's really interesting. We're sharing the same energy when it comes to this. It's like there's this fear around money, some limiting beliefs, some things that are holding you back from the flow, like the money just isn't flowing because of our belief systems. We have, you know, as humans, we just have this really unhealthy relationship when it comes to money, you know, and I think it's just perpetuated by what, you know, never learning how to do money in school. And then, you know, as soon as you get out of school, you're like, you can get debt. And then it's like you easily get into debt. And just like, there's this real, you know, you got to pay bills and stuff. It's like, ugh. It's like our souls are like, pay bills. Like, I've worked hard for this money. I want to spend it the way I want to spend it, you know? This could also be, and I'm hearing something about somebody controlling the money, or somebody has control over the money. And it feels like to me, you're doing your best to try to avoid a conflict with money. And you're trying to respect the differences. You know, you're like, okay, I think I can give them a little bit of respect, or give them a little bit of leeway, or you're trying to like tiptoe around it a little bit. I don't think that's a bad thing, because I really feel like you're going to get, you know, the celebration when it comes to the money that you need. So you know, once again, it's following your intuition and making sure that you move forward when it feels right, and not out of fear, or not out of, you know, this unhealthy relationship that we have with money, you know? So whatever happened around your money, it's like you feel like there was some kind of deception, somebody trying to get away with something, and your money's involved in that. And, you know, maybe, you know, you're hoping that they're just being strategic and that they're going to give you your money. I need to find out, like, are you going to get that money? I mean, I think you are, but let's find out what, we got to look at that, because that's kind of interesting. I mean, you are, because it says you are right here. You know, this could be also that there's 3 people involved in this situation. Or there might be a hidden person involved in the situation, or there's 3 things that need to happen before you get your money. But there's something that happened with your money that you feel like you got, I don't want to say straight up deception, but you feel like there's deceptive energy around it. Like somebody's not being fully honest when it comes to your money. And you're like, you know, I'm hearing some of you guys, not everybody, but a small portion of you, I'm hearing that you're like, where'd the money go? Where's the money? You know? Like for those of you who do not have your money tied up in something that you are aware of where your money is, there's the other section of you that are like, somebody is doing something with the money. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so, somebody that you had a relationship with. A relationship can be anything. It can be a coworker, but somebody that you had a relationship. Some of you guys, it's going to be a lover. Some of you guys, it's going to be a soul contract. Someone that you trusted with this money is being, I'm not saying straight up manipulative, because that's, I was going to say that, and then I felt like, no, that's not the word. It's actually, it's like a misalignment. It's because it's not straight up deception. It's almost like you guys aren't aligned together, or there's an imbalance in the relationship. Oh, we do have, I did, it's interesting. There is manipulation. Somebody poorly planned. They just, yeah, there it is right there. Like I was holding it in my hand, the card of manipulation right there. So when the magician is upright, it's very positive. But when it's upside down, that's manipulation. So there's been some, that's it. I mean, straight up manipulation around this. They've been avoiding you about it. And you know, you might have a little bit of fear of loss, or even fear of change around this, because it feels just uncertain. Okay, let me pull on this to make sure you're actually going to get your money. Okay, because I'm feeling a little funny about that. So let's see if you're actually going to get your money. I mean, we do have this celebration card, so that's what I Okay, so you are going to get your money, but let me just tell you what I'm seeing. There are some red flags. There's been red flags for a while. And some of you guys are actually in a marriage with someone. Not everybody, but some of you guys in a marriage doesn't necessarily have to be contractual. But it could be like, you know, you could be married to a purchase. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I really want that purchase. I'm married to it. It's like that. But some of you guys are actually in a marriage. Okay, there are some red flags that have been going off for a while. We need to surrender. You need to release this relationship. This person. So for those of you guys who in career, it was like go it alone. If this is the relationship that we're talking right now, if your money is intertwined with your career, then you need to go it alone, is what I'm saying. So we need to release the energy that is around this. The more you try to go after it and you try to control the situation, you try to make it happen, it's making that person want to push back on you. So there's this feeling of like walk away and go towards the thing that you're longing for. Like there's something in your life that you're wanting and you're wanting it really badly. So if you focus on something else, then you'll be able to release the energy around this money situation. So what I'm hearing is, for some of you guys, it's a person. For some of you guys, it's a job or, you know, something that you want to do career-wise. So sometimes, like, for instance, when I had an issue that came up for me that was really strong emotionally, once I processed it and everything like that, it's like I had to get my mind off of it. Like once I processed, I understood it, I forgave, I did the whole steps, the process. Then after that, it's like I had to stop with it. Stop with the energy, stop it. Like just release the energy that's around that, because it's holding this in a holding pattern. That's what it's doing. So like I have a friend and she's probably going to watch this. It's showing me. She's selling a house. She flipped a house and she flipped it with people, and she's waiting for that. All you can do is wait. There's nothing else that you can do. It's like you have to just let it play out, and while you're waiting, do something else. Do something completely different, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's move on. Sorry that was a bit longer. I might need to do more reading for Aries and all these and Taurus, because I didn't really read theirs as much as this, but I just didn't have this much to say. Okay, let's talk about the relationships in your area. So we have, and like I said, I don't know if this is going to be love or not, okay? I don't think so. It doesn't seem like it, but let's see what comes out. So in your relationship, you have a lot more emotional control over yourself than you've had in a while. Maybe you've had some things that have happened to you. Maybe you decided you were going to emotionally release some things, so you felt a little out of balance for a while. But now I feel like in the month of April, you're really starting to feel strong within yourself. So whatever work you did it well, because now you're starting to come out of it like the King of Pentacles, and he's my favorite king. He's pretty awesome, like in all accounts. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, like he's a pretty amazing energy to be in. With that being said, with your relationships, whether you want to build a new friendship with someone or you want to bring in, and I'm just using my friend's example, that you want to bring in some other entrepreneurs into your business so that you can do what you want to do. Maybe you need business relationships, whatever it is. You're in the right energy for it because you're looking good. You're feeling good. And then not only that, look, you have so much yellow in the next cards when it comes to relationships. It's amazing. And then right here is the manifestation card. So remember when I said when it's upside down, it's manipulation. That is some issue over here. But when we go into relationship, it's like, no, you're in the right spot. You have the skills. You've managed to be resourceful in your power, and you're inspiring others, and you're inspired to take action as well. Now, it's interesting because what you want to do is bring the truth to someone. So you have the Page of Truth, the Page of Swords, which is the Page of Truth. He brings good news. He says, hey, do you want to have a contract with me? You know, maybe it's a friend contract, or maybe, you know, it's a contract in the homes, like my friend, you know, flips homes. So maybe you're going to be getting into a contract with someone. But it's you maybe looking to see who you would want to be in a contract with and relying on your intelligence, because swords are always intelligence, and so you're becoming more alert to the people that are around you. Like, who can help you? Who can help you be the best version of yourself? Who can help you do it the right way? Who can help you live life in the right way is kind of what I'm hearing, okay? And so you're planning. Remember, in the Aries new moon, if you haven't seen that yet, you need to check it out. This planning stage, don't let it take too long. That was the advice from Spirit, was that don't let the planning stage take you too long. Make the decision, move on. Make the decision, move on. Whether or not you have to take inspired action, you'll know the difference. If it's something that you can control, then you can change it. If it's something you can't, and it's out of your control, then you just have to let it be and let the universe take care of it. Very good. I like that. That was good. All right, Leo. The next thing is we're going to talk about your love life. Okay, this looks good. So I don't know what was happening over here, but you have great relationships coming in. You have something new and exciting coming into your career right there. Let's talk about your love life. So the first energy that we have is the High Priestess. This is a spiritual connection, a spiritual union. I'm going to pull a little bit more. It makes you really happy. Like, it makes you feel like they just sing your soul, you know? Maybe this person sings, I don't know, but it feels like they're singing your soul. You know, you're singing my song. You're singing my soul song. So I want to pull a little bit on this. It looks to me like you're making a decision on whether or not you want to come forward to this person, or vice versa. There's a decision being made. But it seems to me like you're wrapped around this pentacle situation. So whatever's going on with this pentacle stuff, with this money stuff, you got to let that go. This is the longing that you need to go towards, and this will fix the money situation, because you're not going to be focusing in on that energy anymore. You're going to focus it somewhere else. And here you go. So moving forward in a new direction. I want to, making a decision on whether or not, this is communication. And whenever you have wands are communication. So deciding whether or not, how do you want to bring communication to this person? You know, how do you want to do that? You know, and we're talking about love life specifically. How do you want to move forward and tell this person that you love them, or that you want to be friends with them, or you want to start a relationship, or you want to start trust with them, or whatever, right? Because it's destiny. Destiny is at play here. That's what this High Priestess is as well. So destiny. This is supposed to happen. It's to heal your heartache and loss, help ignite the passion within you that you feel like you've lost. Maybe before you saw this person, or before you'll see this person, you kind of felt like, life is, I guess, it's cool. But then you meet the person, like, no, like, I want to be the best that I can be. I didn't even know that I wanted to be like that awesome, but I need to be that awesome so that I could be with this person. Okay, so you are going to triumph over this, but it really does take some truth coming out. It really does take some bravery to speak the truth. And you have had a lot of patience and planned a lot in this area, so it's really important that you do move forward. It's time. I know that this probably not for everybody, but some of you guys, this is around emotional loss. There's some emotional loss connection between you and this person, and that loss was actually part of your spiritual prosperity. It was part of the spiritual growth between the both of you. Like, you guys bounced off of each other with this sort of experience so that you could become amazing, you know. So you are about to rejoice, but it's going to take some movement forward in order to do that. So what I'm going to do is, I got these cool new cards, and I just got them in the mail. So I want to see where whoever is struggling with coming forward and talking to the person, whether it's Leo or their lover, please share with me what is stalling this communication, what's stalling this connection. Like, what does the person who needs to come forward to talk, what do they need to do? This is a past life love, so it could be twin flame, it could be soulmate, it is deep. Whatever it is deep, deep, deep. There needs to be, the decision needs to be made to first unplug from the problem over here with the money, unplug from that, and that will help strengthen the relationship that you're moving towards, okay? And this relationship's going to go really, really slow, even though there's a lot of passion. It's going to go very, very slow because both people need to gain trust, especially if there's some truth that needs to be said. Then there needs to be trust before the truth can actually come out, because it's, you know, it's going to feel more comfortable. Like, you have to feel like, can you trust this person to open up, and vice versa. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling on that. Let's see what your lover would want to say to you, Leo. That card came out. That flipped out. Okay, Leo, that's a good one. I'll tell you in a second, but let's get some more. What does your lover want to tell you, Leo? Then sings my soul, Savior God, to thee. How great thou art. How great thou art. Okay, let's see. Ooh. All right. Are you ready? Oh, these are good. All right. Ready? Leo, I do not react when people mention your name. That's a secret love if I've ever heard it. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. You speak to me through music. So Leo, if you're speaking to someone through music, keep doing it because they're listening. I'm afraid to contact you. There's a lot of fear right there. And I lost myself for a little while. Hopefully they are back. And they're back within themselves, right? I want to pull one more thing. Just because there is some soulmate cycle stuff going in here, and I do feel some twin flame stuff. I just kind of want to see where we're at in this love cycle between Leo and their lover, okay? Where are we? Man, they don't react when someone mentions your name. They don't say anything, you know? Maybe they wish they had. Maybe they wish they would have said some things to give some sort of clue that there's an interest, okay? All right, somebody needs to make an effort. That's where we're at right now. There needs to be more effort than what's happening right now. And it says pay attention to red flags. And I actually asked real quickly because I'm like, red flags where? In this relationship. And what I got was in the relationships that you're in already. So this money situation for some of you guys, that could be the relationship they're talking about. So if you guys are already in a partnership, then you need to be looking at those red flags and learning from those red flags, because when this soulmate connection comes in, we need to clear up all red flags that either you present or that vice versa, that you're learning from other people, so that it's not, we can't be triggered by the red flags that other people created in the relationship. So what I'm saying is, like, you can get into a new relationship, but if it triggers from events from the past relationship, you can blame it on the new person, and that's not fair. That's not nice, okay? Because they didn't have anything to do with that. This is going to be super playful, but there is a problem. The reason why you're not coming together is because there's a problem with finances. It's this situation. So once you clear up the situation with finances, it doesn't mean that you can't start a relationship now. It's just like the connection is disconnected and misaligned because of this situation going on over here with the money that we were talking about earlier. Okay, Leo, thank you so much for coming to this reading. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye.